Good morning, this is Evan Engler. We are here with some breaking news. If you remember a recent broadcast earlier this year, Susie Solver participated in a debate. Police have reported early this morning she was murdered. The chief suspect is another person who once appeared in a broadcast of ours, Liganda. We will now take you to that story now.
We have found Susie Solver to be dead. Our chief suspect is Liganda. We found basil poison in Susie's blood. To confirm it was Liganda who murdered Susie, we had to find the rate of transpiration through one stoma in milliliters an hour. Thus, the purpose of this lab was to find the rate of transpiration through one stoma in milliliters an hour. We claim this respiration rate to be 0.0000333762187 milliliters per hour. This is how we found that number. These are our procedures. Feel free to pause the video to understand what steps we took to find the rate of transpiration before we did our calculations.
For our evidence of this murder, we took a leaf with a surface area of 4 centimeters and massed it. It weighed 0.1 grams. We then weighed all the leaves in a single basil plant. It weighed 14.2 grams. We then set up a proportion to find the surface area of all the leaves. It equaled 568 centimeters squared. But since we had to find the surface area of both the top and the bottom of the leaf, since there were stoma on both sides, we multiplied that number by 2 to equal 1,136 centimeters squared.
When the leaves were taken to our lab, we found 12 stoma on the top of the leaf in the field of view. We found 14 stoma in the field of view on the bottom of the same leaf. The field of view through the microscope was 0.159 millimeters. We had to add 12 plus 14 to equal 26 in the field of view. We also added 0.159 millimeters to 0.159 millimeters to find the total field of view with both the front and bottom parts of the leaf that we viewed through the microscope. This number was 0.318 millimeters. To work with our proportion, we then converted 0.318 millimeters to centimeters. This equaled 0.0318 centimeters squared.
Finally, all of the calculations were compiled to find the number of stomata in the plant. We set up the proportion shown here where the variable is the number of stomata over the total surface area of the plants equal the number of stoma in the area we viewed over the field of view on both sides of the leaf. The number of stoma was about 928,805. Our data showed that the basil plant transpired 3.1 grams in 1 hour. Grams is equal to milliliters, so 3.1 grams was converted to 3.1 milliliters. Lastly, we divided 3.1 milliliters by 928,805 stoma to find the rate of transpiration to be 0.0000337621887 milliliters per hour.
police gave us their reasoning for why the rate of transpiration was 0.000033376218887 milliliters per hour. The police said that by using a small sample size of a leaf with both mass and surface area, they could determine the surface area of the entire plant. Detectives could then find the number of stomata in the field of view of the microscope. Using the surface area of the plant, the number of stoma in the sample, and the field of view from the microscope, the number of stoma was then determined. This number was then divided by the milliliters transpired in 1 hour to determine the rate of transpiration through one stoma in a milliliter per hour. Police say this number proves that Liganda murdered Susie Solver. That is all we have for you today. Again, this is Evan Engler, and make sure you guys have a great night. Thank you.
Merry Christmas!
From Santa Claus
And Mrs. Claus.
And your two favorite elves.